Hello, guys. Welcome to the Incredibly Disappointed podcast. I'm your host, Diego Herrera.
And I'm your co-host, Christian Rodriguez.
In today's episode, I think it's just going to be a little quick one.
Yeah, just a quick little talk. Something different.
Something different.
Something different.
So I was on Instagram. You know, you can find anything on Instagram. And I came up on this article with high thoughts. And we really don't smoke weed. Well, we don't.
I don't. I don't.
I sometimes we just take a little edible here and there.
Like 2 times, 3 times.
Just a little edible here and there.
Yeah, I haven't done shit.
But
it's funny shit.
It's funny.
To talk about, yeah.
But I found this article that it's basically stoner thoughts, right? Like high thoughts. So we're just gonna review a little bit, see what we talk about them real quick, and hopefully it makes it gets us to laugh and maybe you guys too.
I actually do want to talk about this first one I'm looking at right here. Is if you were born deaf, what language were you thinking? That's a pretty interesting one.
In silent.
Well, you're deaf though. Like, how?
What is deaf?
You can't hear, but you could see. So what would it be, like sign language?
What language would you thinking?
Well, I mean, because most... Well, yeah, no, it's thinking. Because sign language is what they would use.
You would think with your eyes. Because you're, if I can't hear, right?
Yeah. But...
And I can't say a word.
That's not a language, though.
But I could see with my eyes. I'm...
But how would you know? So let's say you're looking with your eyes, right? And they're speaking English. Yeah. How would you know that's English? If you've never heard it.
Fuck, that is true. Damn, that's actually a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's actually... What language do you think it would be in?
I don't know. I think... Well, because I would think the same way you're thinking. It would be English, because we know English. Or Spanish, because we know Spanish. But it makes no sense. Because how do you know they're speaking English or Spanish? I would just say they wouldn't think at all. They wouldn't think a language at all. Because their language would be sign language, no?
What does water taste like?
Water tastes like?
Yeah.
It tastes like fucking water. What the fuck are you...
I think it tastes like air.
Like air?
Yeah.
That makes sense, because,
So, if it's hot water, then you would relate it with, hot weather. But if it's cold water, you would relate it with cold weather?
I don't fucking know.
If Professor X can move things with his mind, why can't he move his legs?
That's actually a pretty good one.
Why can't he move his legs?
That's a fucking good one.
Professor X, he can move things with his mind.
So why can't he move his legs?
Yeah.
Is it because... I've never watched, none of the
X-Men Professor X is just, in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
but he can move things.
Does it have to do something where he can move, multiple things at a time? Or can he do that? Because I've never watched none of, the movies.
Let's just keep it with, the basis, right? He's a superhero who's on a wheelchair, but he can move things with his mind.
So why can't he move?
Why can't he move his legs to walk?
That's actually a good one. I don't fucking know.
Fingers are knees for your hands.
Fingers are knees
for your hands.
For your hands?
Yeah.
How
knuckles are fingers. For
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Knuckles
what the fuck
are
are you on, bro? Knuckles are.
Yeah.
I could see that one. Yeah. Because think about it. Sometimes when you're exercising or something, people use their fist.
Yeah.
To go like this.
Yeah.
So, what is that? Your knees. It's if you're...
That is true.
If you're kneeling down. That was a good one. That one was actually when we were able to answer.
That is true.
That one actually made sense. Let's see. Can dogs get a song stuck in their head? I think so.
Probably, yeah.
But if you're high, you will complicate that.
Because I've put DMX to my dog. DMX the rapper.
People?
Yeah, so
shout out
the one who when he just starts barking the DMX.
DMX. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The rapper, yeah. And he starts pumping his head or what?
Yeah, he just not like. Oh, it's probably the barking. So, like,
Yeah.
does a straw have one hole or two holes? And what way does a straw go? Which one's the top and which one's the bottom of the straw? That's the good question.
I think that would depend on the straw. Cause you know, like when you go to like Stripes or some shit and they have like the slushies, you know which one goes at the bottom.
Well, yeah, but it's like okay, but does it have one hole or two?
I would say it has two. What do you think?
I say it has two holes, but also
It's just one long.
that
hole.
is true. I don't know, man. That's actually a good question.
I'm gonna stick with two holes.
Two questions.
Two holes.
I mean, two holes.
Because it wouldn't be a straw without two holes.
That is true. What do you think about this? When you buy a bigger bed, you have more bedroom, but less bedroom.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Considering I have a really small room, I don't think I have that much space.
I think my room is just like a little bit bigger than yours, but I have a big ass bed. I have a fucking queen size bed, so that's taking up all my room.
Yeah.
I recently, I got passed on a 55-inch TV because we won a 70-inch, so all the TVs rotated rooms. So the 55-inch was my parents' room, so now I'm getting that, but I have no fucking room where to put it because of that.
Have you noticed the oldest child always has the smallest room? Well, compared to you and me, I've gone like my friend's house and like did the oldest,
Well,
and like the rooms are always small.
yeah, that's true.
Like my sister's room is huge. My brother's is huge. My brother could fit like 2 beds in there, and a couch. It's huge, but like
For me,
mine's is super small.
ours are both the same size.
Oh, okay.
Just by a few like inches is bigger.
Yeah.
Because I think my sister's room was meant to be for me because their closet has a light in there and mine doesn't. So I think my parents were expecting me to choose that room
Yeah.
when we moved in, but I chose the other one, which was it's actually a little bit bigger. My room's a little bit bigger just by a few
few
inches.
feet?
Yeah.
Let's try to
Let's see.
What do you think about socks with sandals?
Best shit ever.
Actually,
I do that all the time.
because I get flamed a lot.
No, I do that all the time, but I had to stop using sandals and get slides because I would get ingrown nails.
Like if it's
And
like
it's pulling back, so
if it's like the fucking the one with the thing in the middle, the sandal with the middle.
yeah.
That one's.
Oh no, I used to do that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a little weird.
Why?
Socks with sandals.
The best shit
It's
ever.
either socks with slides or socks with Birkenstocks.
No, I used to do that. Shut the fuck up, fucking
This guy.
this fucking rich motherfucker Birkenstocks.
What Birkenstocks are good.
Just get yourself some fucking regular, I don't know, slides from fucking Walmart.
I had Nike slides, but that was like when I was like in 8th grade.
Okay, well speaking of like socks and sandals, what about socks when you go to sleep? Do you wear socks when you go to sleep, or do you take them off?
It depends.
I've always had them on. I go to sleep.
How do you
with
sleep?
socks. Well, before I used to sleep with like clothes on and socks, and now it's just socks and underwear. That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I just sleep in a shirt and underwear.
I'm getting old, man.
Yeah, it is true.
We're getting fucking old.
Yeah. The amount of times Christian would go to my room and wake me up,
Yeah.
and I would just open the door all still sleepy.
I know, dude.
Like bed, like I would have my hair all over the place, and he was like, "Bro, put something on." Like
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Like the very first times I would do that, he'd be like, "Dude, just fucking put something on."
Yeah, dude. Nah.
I think that's a proper way to sleep, or naked. Have you ever like slept naked?
No.
Oh yeah, me neither. Yeah, I have.
I think that's something you do once you're like married and settled down.
Probably, yeah.
Like, okay, like
When do you think is the right age to get married?
for me, I would like to get married at 25.
That's in fucking what, 4 years?
Yeah, but
5 years?
But it's because my parents are like young, so to me it's like, okay, I don't want to be a young parent, but I don't want to be a fucking old parent either. You get me?
I think the perfect age to get married is probably like 29.
Yeah,
No,
because
wait.
29 and then you have a kid like at 30.
Yeah. So
For me, it would be 25 though. If it's possible.
Do you think you'd be a fun dad?
Nah, I'd be strict as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think I'd be strict.
I think. Well, I mean, I'll be fun in terms of like letting him go out and shit, but
But
I'm
what?
still gonna be strict.
Like in what way? Like, hey, you gotta do your homework, this and that.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. Because, I mean, my parents aren't strict, but they're also not lenient. You get me?
Yeah, that is.
So I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be in the middle. I'm gonna be like, okay, you can do this, but not this, cause it's fucked up.
I don't think I'd be a strict dad. I'd probably be more of like a lenient dad. But when it comes to like shit that you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, bro, like fucking do them,
Yeah.
dumbass.
No, I think I'll be in the middle for sure.
Yeah.
Just because of the way I was raised. But yeah.
How many kids do you want?
I think 2 is fine.
I want 11.
11? What the fuck? You want a whole fucking school bus or what?
No, I want a whole football team.
Jesus Christ, that's smart. That's
whole
smart.
football?
Yeah. You can get fucking rich.
Yeah.
That is
Just
true, yeah.
like a whole like soccer team, just fucking.
Generational wealth.
Yes. Just think ahead.
Diego
Fucking-
is starting generational wealth
Just
for his
like
family.
imagine you get 2 twins, right?
Yeah.
And then you you train those 2 twins from birth
Yeah.
to become like these like
One
soccer prodigies.
One is Franklin Harris, the other one is Wisdom.
Yeah, like
Tyreek Woolen.
these like any sport, just fucking try them out like and make them prodigies. Imagine just doing that.
Yeah.
And then your next pregnancy, 2 other twins.
That is true. Yeah.
Just 2 soccer, 2 basketball. 2
Generational
baseball.
wealth, guys.
Generational wealth. Use
yeah.
your kids for money. Yes, that's the perfect thing.
I mean, I would
Would
like
you use
to.
your kids for money?
Nah. I mean, if in terms of sports, yeah, but like yeah.
And would you force sports on your kids?
I think I would because I always wanted to do sports. I never fucking made it. So I think like at a young age, I'll be like, hey, like if you actually want to play soccer, like actually learn.
Yeah.
Don't just fucking go to the trials and expect to fucking
Make it.
yeah. Because I think that's what I would do. I would expect to make it.
You would expect to make the child.
And I'll be like, okay, well, I'll just fucking learn while, you know. I mean, I knew something, but I wasn't like, oh shit, like I'm gonna be starring.
Yeah.
You know, but
I would expect like my kids to do.
yeah, I know
sports.
you would because
Yeah, like I did sports all my life, so it's like, but would I enforce it? Probably.
yeah,
Like, hey, you gotta choose something.
yeah.
Either tennis, golf, whatever. Choose something.
I think I'll get to a point where if they're like other interests are like kind of weird or like, you know, like
What if your kid wants to become an actor?
I support it.
Yeah.
I support. There's some parents, surprisingly. I watched this one YouTuber who comes out in what is it called? The Man from Toronto.
Oh
that what it's called?
yeah.
His name is Pearson Void. He comes from like obviously he's white,
Yeah.
but his parents are like farmers,
Yeah.
and they never liked the idea. His dad specifically never liked the idea of him becoming an actor. He thought that was for girls or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he became pretty successful. I mean, and I mean, if you see his physique, shit, everything's manly about that guy. Like, you get me? Like,
If you could have
there's
one.
no reason for you to criticize your son because of that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is true. Also, I'd let my kids do whatever, as long as it's like not OnlyFans, because it's like, hey man.
Yeah, I think only.
Like, what if your daughter's like, hey, like.
That's a controversial topic, but yeah.
Like she turns 18, she gets an OnlyFans.
I don't know what I would do, honestly. I honestly wouldn't know what to do. Would I want to support it? No. But hey,
a new truck every year, eh?
yeah.
Also,
A fucking brand new Raptor, fucking year and shit.
also like, what actor would you like want to be like to play you? What actor would you want to play you?
To play me?
Yeah, like let's say, I want Denzel Washington. we don't have the same skin tone, but I want Denzel Washington. That'd be pretty cool.
I think. Shit.
Denzel Washington.
That's a hard one.
You know who I feel like probably Roderick.
Roderick?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, we kind of like.
You guys kind of have the same build.
Yeah. But I haven't seen him in other movies, honestly, besides.
The Dad for the Kids and
Yeah, in
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah. He's probably have come out in other movies I just never seen.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
that
pretty
is true.
tough question. Who would?
Like if you could make a cast of your family, who would play your mom? Who would play your dad? Your little sisters?
I think going back to the question about playing me.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
This guy,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. Okay, buddy.
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Who would play your mom? Who would play my?
Who would play my mom? Ooh, my mom would be played by shit. My grandma would be played by Carmen Salinas.
Well, she's dead,
Sure.
so she can't play her.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, if she was alive, that would be perfect. I feel like that would be perfect.
I think I'd want my dad to be played by George Lopez.
Honestly,
Because it's like the typical
Yeah.
Mexican dad.
that is true.
George Lopez or Joaquin Cosio, the guy from the guy that came out on Narcos. He's like big and he has a beard and he's all gray and shit.
No, I never watched.
You have weird taste in TV shows though. That's the thing. Well, guys, this episode is basically just try to like pump up more content for you guys.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, hope you guys just listen to them. You know,
yeah.
Just
This
put 'em
was
in the
kind of just a
background.
fucking stupid episode, honestly. Yeah.
just
But
put them out in the background.
yeah,
We're trying to do 2 a week.
yeah.
So that we could have more content for you guys.
Yeah, we're also doing it because in a few weeks it's gonna be time to go back
To
to
San Antonio.
school, so we might not be able to film that entire week.
Yeah. So
So
we're
2
trying
a
to-
week for the next few weeks. and
yeah,
then-
we're trying to make like 2 a week.
yeah.
So
We're
hopefully,
gonna try to continue that while we're in school, but if it's not
I say
possible,
we do, but
yeah. It all depends on how much.
it all depends on how much time we have.
Yeah, but
Well, how
for
many
sure the
classes do you
Mondays.
have?
4. I have 4 classes.
I have 4 online.
but I have the fucking class that's fucking.
Yeah, I have 4 online.
Fuck you. You don't even need to go to fucking campus, bro. What the fuck?
I know. I told my mom and she's like, "So why the fuck are you going?" And I was like, "What am I gonna do here?" And
No,
then
yeah, that's true.
And then she just goes, she's like, "That is true, yeah."
Watch our first episode about that.
Yeah,
But
watch our first episode.
thank you guys for watching.
Yeah,
That's gonna be it for today, and
and
we'll see you guys.
we'll see you
later.
guys later.